3 neurologists. That's how many Mike saw. And every single one of them told him the exact same thing. There's no cure. You're just going to have to learn to live with this. But the key difference between Mike and so many others who hear this was he didn't believe that. He didn't settle for that as his lot in life and just accept that neuropathy was his new permanent reality. He started searching, trying things, testing anything that even sounded like it might help. Supplements, devices, programs, therapies. Yet somehow, despite all of that effort, he kept getting worse. I'm Dr. Irvin with the Neuropathy Doctors, and since 2009, Dr. Smith and I have helped people all over the world who feel like they've really run out of options finally overcome neuropathy once and for all. Mike's story is really one that we see all the time. It's not that nothing works, it's that nothing is being done in a way that actually builds momentum. When Mike first came to us, things had already progressed pretty far. Severe pain in his feet. He rated it an 8 out of 10. Not occasional discomfort, but constant, intrusive pain that was affecting everything. Sleep was one of the biggest issues, and not in the way people usually think. This wasn't just it's hard to fall asleep. This was waking up 3 or 4 times every single night and staying awake for an hour, sometimes even longer. How many times do you think you were waking up before you started the program at night?
3 or 4 times a night, easily. In the past, when I would wake up at night, I would sit up for an hour or hour and a half at a time, and then I'd try to get back to sleep, maybe sleep for another hour, hour and a half, and then I'd be up again.
And when that happens night after night, it carries over into the next day. Fatigue, brain fog, falling asleep during the day, struggling just to function normally. And then there was the numbness. His feet weren't just a little numb. They were completely numb. He could not feel the bottom of his feet at all.
My feet were all numb, totally numb. I couldn't feel anything on the bottom of my feet at all.
Which creates another problem most people don't even think about: balance. When you can't feel the ground, your body doesn't know how to react to it. That's when people start grabbing walls and furniture just to stay steady. So Mike did exactly what a lot of people do. He went to a neurologist, and then another, and then another. 3 total. And every single one told him the same thing: no cure.
I didn't have any idea what it was, and so I went to a neurologist, and I went to 3 neurologists, and all of them said, "Oh, can't be cured. No cure." So, but here's some pills. Take these pills.
This is where gabapentin came in. At first, it helped take the edge off. And when you're in that kind of pain, even a little relief feels like progress. But then it stops working. And then the dose goes up and up and up.
I was taking a very large dose of gabapentin. In fact, I think I was taking the max, 2,400 milligrams a day.
Now you're stuck. It helps just enough that you don't want to stop it, but not enough to actually give you your life back. So the plan becomes just keep managing it. This is where Mike's story starts to sound really familiar. He tried everything. Stem cell injections in his feet, helped for a little while and then faded. Red light therapy, same story, helped briefly and then stopped working. Devices, rollers, programs, powders, pills. If it existed, he tried it.
I've tried everything. Any gimmick that comes out on the internet, man, I was trying it. If there's some powder or pill or a program, I tried it.
And this is important. If you're in that phase right now, this isn't a lack of effort. It's usually the opposite. These are the people trying the hardest, spending the most, doing the most. But everything is happening in pieces. One thing this week, something else next month, something different later on. Nothing is working together. That was the shift for Mike. Not a numerical solution, a system. For the first time, everything was working together. He said it himself. He tried many of these things before, just never in a structured, coordinated way.
Like I say, I had many of the individual pieces at one time or another, but never together. And I think that's what really is the catalyst right there.
Because nerves don't respond well to randomness. They respond to consistency, structure, and the right inputs repeated over time. And this is what makes neuropathy so frustrating. You can be doing the things that should help, but without structure, they don't stick. In less than 90 days, Mike's results were dramatic. Pain gone. Completely gone. He had been pain-free for over 2 weeks.
The pain is virtually gone. I have no pain. I had severe pain, I would say, prior to this. And knock on wood, I've been pain-free for over 2 weeks now with none.
Numbness went from completely numb to just a little bit in his toes. Balance, no longer an issue. Sleep went from waking up 3 or 4 times a night to maybe once, but actually falling back asleep. And one of the more surprising changes, he lost 80 pounds. He went from 286 down to 206.
Since I started the program, I've actually lost a lot of weight. In January, I weighed 286 pounds. I'm down to 206 pounds.
That's not the goal, but it's something we see often. When the body starts to function better, other systems improve too. Before all of this, Mike rated the impact on his quality of life as an 8 out of 10. That's in a bad way. After, he was closer to a 2. That's a completely different life. He's walking stairs again, something he used to avoid. Now, it's no problem.
I'm walking up and down flights of stairs now that I was not walking. I'm up on the 3rd floor. I walk up and down, really no problem at all.
Love that.
Prior to all this, I couldn't do that.
More stamina, more movement, more independence. Now, what percentage of improvement do you think that you've gotten in less than 90 days from where you were in the beginning?
I'd say I've probably have improved at least 75 to 80%. Boom, quickly.
That's lovely.
It was a quick hit.
This is why we wanted to share Mike's story, because it's not just about Mike. It's a pattern. Seeing multiple doctors, getting told nothing can be done, trying everything, getting short-term relief, and staying stuck. If that's been your experience, there's a reason for it. If you're watching this and you're thinking, this sounds similar to what I've been going through, then your next step is to apply to work with us. We'll look at your situation, see if you're a good fit, and if you are, we'll show you exactly what this needs to look like for you. The link is in the description. We invite you to apply to work with us, just like Mike did. And if you're not ready for that yet, that's completely fine. We also have a free training called the 90-Day Reset Method. It walks you through the exact system that we use. That link is also found in the description. Mike's story isn't rare. It just feels rare because most people never experience what happens when things finally are done the right way. When structure replaces randomness and consistency replaces guessing. That's when things start to change. We really appreciate you taking the time to hear this story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.